All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing out there? Here's some good debate for you on this Saturday. Now, we all know MTV's Wild 'N Out has been a staple, I believe, in the hip-hop, urban, just the black folks community for the last decade now. Salute to Nick Cannon, they do a phenomenal job. And we have heard about this controversial episode that involved Azealia Banks, DC Young Fly. Reportedly, Azealia Banks was ready to walk off the set after she felt like the jokes that MTV's Wild 'N Out were giving her were a little bit racial and unfair. Now, to give Azealia Banks credit, reportedly, she was not set to even do anybody that watched Wild 'N Out. You pretty much either you perform or you be a part of the cast for the episode, be a good sport, take some of the jokes, give some of the jokes back out. You be the captain of the black team going against Nick's team, right? Now, Azealia Banks claims she had no idea that she was going to be asked to be on any of the teams. She thought her job was going to be solely to perform and leave. And if that had happened to her, that's unfair to Azealia Banks. I will admit that. But the episode finally came out. Obviously, because of copyright, I can't play the episode. But I do have the joke that made Azealia Banks so pissed. Now, y'all tell me if y'all think it was as bad as Azealia Banks made it out to be. The joke was by none other than DC Young Fly. It had to be him, right? He, during the So Petty segment, so the segment is pretty much different members on each team saying how petty their captain is. So my boy, Mr. TALIAFERRO, is so petty. You know, how petty is he? That's the segment if you ain't watched the show. So DC Young Fly said his man's Nick Cannon is so petty, he couldn't get Cardi B, so he got Azealia Banks glass. He do that little scream at the end of his jokes. That's what pissed Azealia Banks off. That wasn't nothing to me. Let me read the joke again. All right? My boy Nick Cannon so petty, he couldn't get Cardi B, so he got Azealia glass. That was the scream. Again, that was the scream he did on the joke. That's what pissed Azealia Banks off. She responded by saying, sorry, can I just say that was very anti-black? I didn't think the joke was funny. Now, at that point, the segment was essentially over, and Azealia Banks was frustrated, and she wanted smoke with Nick Cannon and anybody involved with the Wild 'N Out production. So y'all tell me, was that too far? Now, I don't know where Azealia Banks come from, but I come from a place or two that if that was the worst you can get, you're mad because somebody said they couldn't get someone else, so they got your ugly ass. That's what set you over the top. Man, this girl couldn't last a day. In some of the middle school settings, high school settings, some of the places I done been there when I done got my ass rocked to sleep. Man, you got niggas checking my hairline, the fact that I was getting a haircut once a month, my clothes. Man, nigga got on my ass in the 6th grade because I tried to lie like I bought some Kevin Garnett's, when in all actuality, I had bought some starters from Walmart. Oh, that day was so terrible. Man, you know how many checking battles I done got into and been on the losing end and got to fight afterwards? And then sometimes even got my ass whooped in the fight growing up? Like, come on, bruh. This was the joke that you thought was racist? She claims it was a racist joke because Cardi B is light-skinned and she's dark-skinned. Man, this weak ass joke. Man, are you serious, Azealia Banks? Come on now. It's literally all comedy. I don't think BC Young Fly was making it a racist joke. I think he was making it a hot versus not hot joke. And I think he was saying Cardi B's the hot artist right now and you're not. He couldn't get Cardi, so he had to get the next best thing. That's all I think it was. I didn't think it was racial at all. But again, Azealia Banks is entitled to her own opinion. Now, DC Young Fly did hop on Instagram to clear up any misunderstanding about his joke. He said in this post, a picture of him, by the way, it's a picture of him pretty much walking off the set. And he said, when you stop the game for an hour and a half and they cut your mic off, you got to leave with the Obama swag. Hashtag fuck you mean. Wild 'N Out. You gonna learn today. Now, before we get out of here, here's how I know DC Young Fly was just jabbing Azealia. This nigga posted a picture of his mama, I believe either his mama or grandma. He called her Mama Fly. I believe it's his mom's. He posted a picture of his mama, right? celebrating her born day. He said it's Mama Fly B-Day. Y'all wish her a beautiful ugly ass a happy birthday. I mean, this nigga throwing jabs at his own mama. You think he was trying to be racist with you, Azealia? Nigga called his own mama a beautiful ugly ass a happy birthday. Come on, Azealia. Thank y'all for the time, love, and support. Again, debate question for the Pharaohs. I already know where y'all gonna ride with this one. I know my Pharaohs, bruh. I know how y'all get down. Do y'all think DC Young Fly was too offensive to Azealia Banks, who thinks it was racist that he compared her to Cardi B? Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. I'm out. What up, Pharaohs? I decided to step my game up again. I've created a music reaction Instagram page. That way, you guys can be up to date on some of the latest new music in the atmosphere, and you guys can also send me some of your music as well, and you will get Mr. TALIAFERRO'S first reaction to your record, for good or for bad, or an artist that we talk about on my platform's music, for good or for bad. Again, follow me on Instagram, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Again, that's Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, and you get more of yours truly.